What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I'm having to flip my phone around and film with the front camera because I broke my screen on my phone the other day filming out here. The tripod that my phone was on fell over, busted my screen, so there's like lines in front of the camera. I think y'all might have saw them on the last video a little bit, but I realized that's what it was causing it. So if the filming is a little weird, bear with me. I did leave off on putting the crank in the engine. I'm gonna shift gears a little bit. I did go pick up some spindles for the car. As y'all know, I accidentally threw my spindles away. I found a set here local. Guy let me get for a pretty decent price. I'm gonna clean them up real good. Obviously the dust shield has to go away. I got to cut some stuff off. This has to cut off. This has to be cut off. So that's what we're going to be working on today, is getting these spindles set up. I might mock up the K-member and the spindles and put the coilovers on. Just get them in place. Not fully mounted and done, because I will have to take it all back apart, because I am going to be repairing that in there. And I'm going to be plating I'm going to cut out this side right here and plate that right there. That's the only thing that's wrong with that side. This side that in here is good. I did go through there, make sure all that's good, but out here I do need to cut up here, cut this front side off, go in and plate it, and I'm gonna figure out how to take this out right in here, and I'm gonna fix all that too. But the subject at hand are these spindles. Let's get these things ready to go on this car. All right. Here's the brakes I'm going to use. I do have Aerospace components brakes. What are they, 4-piston race brakes or whatever. These came with that white car that I bought out of Houston. It has everything, bearings, all the hardware. And then I went and picked these up this morning. Like I said, if y'all saw my post, whenever I threw all the factory K-member and stuff away, I forgot to pull the spindles and the steering linkage off. So I'm still looking for a steering linkage. But I found a guy here local to me that had these spindles. I picked up decently cheap, paid 50 bucks for both of them. I did find a few other guys that had them for me for cheaper, but they were like an hour and a half to 2 hours away. This is what I could find. I wasn't worried about buying brand new ones, because as long as where the bearing races aren't scored up, I was fine, because like I said, I have all new bearings, all new hardware for them. I am going to get rid of the dust shield. Dust shield goes away. So like I was saying, the dust shield goes away, and then this whole front part, you cut it off, and then where this is here, you cut that off. I don't remember what those two deals are for. Maybe the brakes? I don't remember. But you cut that off, and then your bracket for your new this is Aerospace brakes. Your new bracket will go on and mount here where these 3 bolts are. So I'll get to work on taking these dudes apart, throw this thing on the time lapse, and here we go. Alright, so I got this thing clamped up here. I'm going to cut off both of the original mounting points for the calipers. So I'm going to cut straight through here, pop that off, and then I'm going to cut the front side somewhere. I'll stop the thing and show y'all exactly where I'll cut it. Probably right in there. I did find the instructions on the internet. I don't have instructions with my brakes, so I found them on the internet. It does say cut as little as possible, but I like to make things look like they're supposed to be factory that way. So I'm going to try to cut this thing straight across right there, and then grind a little bit and make it look like it's supposed to be like that. And the same for the front side. I'm going to cut it and then grind it and make it look good. I'm going to clean these things up and paint them before I rebuild them. So throw this thing back up here, and get to cutting. There we go. Got both the ears cut off. I am going to clean this up, round that around a little bit. Clean this one up, round it a little bit. Make it look like it's a little bit more factory than just that lopped off. Got this, got the other side to do now. But there's a comparison for weight savings. Probably should have saved a little bit of weight. But you can see on this one, cut mark, cut right there, that off, and then on the front side, cut that off, which is, I just went right there. I was going to use my Sawzall, but it was not cutting, so I had to use a cutoff wheel on the grinder. So got one of them done. Not going to film this one. Y'all get the point. Chop them off. So I'll get this side done, and then I'm going to take a wire wheel to these things, clean them up, get them painted, maybe even put these deals together. I don't have this nut though. I need to go to the parts store and get that nut. So I'm going to shut the camera off real quick and cut this one off. All right, got them both cut. I am going to take my grinder in a little while, clean up all the edges, and then take a wire brush and clean them all up. But these factory holes in here are small. You're supposed to drill them out with a 5/16 inch drill bit, and then take a tap and tap them. I don't have any taps. I don't really feel like buying them, so I think I'm just going to go oversized, just enough to get that bolt through there, because it does give you hardware. It gives you nuts for the backside, so I'm not really worried about them having to screw into this. But I'm going to take that 5/16 inch bit and drill all these out. All right, I got all these holes drilled out to the 5/16. Now, I was trying to decide if I wanted to just drill them out a little bigger to where the bolt just fits through, or if I actually want to go get it calls for a 3/8 by 16, I believe, to tap these holes to where these will actually screw in. I don't know why it says to do that, and it gives you bolts or nuts to put on the back side as well. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and drill these out to where these will just slide right through, and I can bolt them in or just use the nuts on the back side. I'm not trying to go too big though with over drill. So that's the, let me see, yeah, this is the 5/16 bit here, and then the next bit size up I have is that one. I don't know, the looks like almost a 1/2 inch, but it's messed up. I can't see the size on it. I don't really want to go that big, so I think I'm going to go to the trusty old Harbor Freight and get me a drill bit that's a little bit bigger than that, and a little, or just barely bigger than this, so I can just slide these down through the holes. So that'll be up next. I did take them out and clean them up just a little bit. If you saw on that time lapse, my battery went dead, so I did clean them up a little bit. They're a little better, so I'll clean them up a little bit more later and then slap some paint on them. But as you can tell, well, let's see. I got it sideways. That's why I can't even find where I cut that off. But as you can see, I rounded them just a little bit to where it kind of looks like it's supposed to be like that. So, all right, that's gonna do it for now. That's not gonna do it for now. This next clip, I'm gonna run to the Harbor Freight and get a drill bit to drill these out. See you in a minute. And just like that, I went and got a little cheapo tap and die set. Hopefully it works. I do need the 3/16 by 16, I believe is what it is. No, not 3/8 by 16. There you go. 3/8 by 16 tap. We'll see if this is a cheapo kit. So if this does break, I'm just going to use that drill bit and drill these out and just use the nuts on the back side. So hopefully it doesn't break. We'll see. We'll go ahead and get this tapped. See if I can make it work. And there you go. I obviously don't have the wheel studs in there, and I have to get a nut here. I'll get all that packed with grease. Inner bearing, outer bearing packed with grease. Get this thing torqued on there to spec. I will look up the spec. I put wheels on aircraft, so I know the importance of getting those bearings in there, get them seated properly, and making the torque properly so these things will still spin like they should. But that's going to wrap it up. I did break my drill bit, so I got one more bolt hole to finish right there. I will get that side done. I am going to pull these things back apart, get the spindles all painted up, looking pretty. I'll do that off camera. But yeah, that's going to do it for the day. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope y'all learned something. If you didn't and you want me to explain it a little better, just let me know. I don't mind. Well, obviously I have to pull these things back apart again. But Aerospace, I think they're 4-piston is what they're known. 4-piston race brakes or something. Like I said, I got these with that car that I sold to Turbo John. Whenever me and him made the deal, I kept the front brakes. I kept some other stuff, but yeah, it's going to look awesome. I wish I wouldn't have thrown my spindles away that I already had. Had to spend more money on these. I think I found a buddy that has a steering linkage that I need. He swapped steering columns and all this stuff, so I think he has a stock steering linkage that he's going to let me have. But yeah, that'll be in some upcoming videos. Pretty soon I'll start mocking up, putting the front suspension together, making sure I have everything I need for the front. I think I have everything, but we'll see. Like always, comment, like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.